I felt good. Just trying to find my legs, trying to, get back into the game, find the timing, and I was familiar with my line mates, so it was a pretty tight checking game, and just trying to do the best I can. First game, obviously no preseason, so that makes it a little different, but my approach is still the same, and try to bring what I can to the team.
Do you feel like you might have a different perspective after watching the team for 3 weeks and then coming in, maybe things that you've seen on the sidelines that you can use now?
Yeah, I think, just watching them play, at least the first week or so, it was pretty incredible, the run we had, or the games we had, and we got a lot of talent on the team, so I've been injured quite a bit, so just kind of sitting back and kind of taking it in, studying the game is important to do, I think, when you're injured, and it's good to be back, and thankful my health is there now.
You guys seem to have some nice, little pretty passing plays there in that last game. Does it feel like you guys didn't even miss any time together, the three of you on that line?
I don't know. Those guys, Chelly can really make plays. Krauser obviously too. So I just said, hey, I'll go to the net. I'll try to, create some space, and I think that's kind of when it goes well for us. So. Knowing what we do good as individuals is important with this team, and everyone kind of brings something a little different. So for me, it's using my size and trying to create space.
This team has struggled a little bit in terms of physicality. Is that an emphasis now that you're back up in the lineup?
I think everyone understands here that we need to be a little more physical. So it's been an emphasis, and I've obviously learned over the years when you're playing against physical teams, it's a lot harder to play against. So that's what we want to kind of bring to the table a little more, and I think that can kind of get us over the hump in these last 3 games.
You talked last game about having a killer instinct as a team. How do you build that with a group of guys that maybe hasn't had it in the past?
Like I said, I think knowing your abilities, everyone's different, so you got to do your job in whatever way that is. But I think from a mental standpoint, when you're shooting the puck, it's got to have the idea that you're shooting to score, and you're not just happy with chances. You can have good analytics, and you can have be in the right spots, but it's not going to do it this league. So I think for all of us, we know we haven't scored as much as we wanted, so it'll come, and we're creating those chances. I think we're in the right spots, like I said, but it's just that next phase of the mindset, and I think it'll come with a bounce or two, and then we'll get rolling.
First game at Delta Center for you. Are you excited about it? What does it mean to you?
Yeah, it's super exciting for me. I got to watch, from the stands the first game. It was pretty incredible to see the fans and how excited everyone was. And for us, it means so much coming from where we came from. And it's been fun to watch the excitement around the city. And we're just super grateful for these fans. So we want to give them something to cheer about tonight. And hopefully we can get the win.
Keller said this is the loudest building in the league. Would you agree with that?
It was loud. I haven't gotten to experience the full effect being on the ice, but yeah, it felt like a playoff environment when I was watching from the stands. So, as players, we really appreciate that, and the in-game presentation, everything along with it has been incredible. So, it definitely motivates us and gets us going.
What's the hardest part about being on a losing streak per se? Obviously 3 in a row. What's the hardest part about trying to get back on track?
Yeah, I think not being too hard on yourself, at the same time knowing what's going wrong. You got to be able to look in the mirror and be able to address certain areas that might not be going well. So it's kind of the duality of you need to figure it out, and you might be doing well at the same time, and you got to kind of manage those emotions. So coaching staff does a good job with that with us, and for the individuals, I think you got to prepare the same way, and you can't start gripping it tighter or start changing things because you think you got to do a little more. A lot of times it's just understanding that this league it's a very good league, and sometimes it's going to hit you in the face, and sometimes it's going to go well. So just sticking with it and staying positive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What has Matt Clammer showed you over these last 2 games? I'm just curious where the trust level is with him out there.
I think it's still early. 2 games is still early, so I always say I need 21 days to know him. So in 21 days, I will know what we got. So far, what I know is his big body, can skate, he has a good stick. Yeah, he has good touch with the puck. He has a good shot. We didn't see it enough yet, but he can shoot the puck hard. So we'll happy about his first 3 games. We'll see. We'll go from there.
Is Valimaki still out?
Yeah.
And are the lines going to be the same today as they were last game? We didn't see them.
No. Obi's going in, and Kerfy will play with. Okay, the line are all different. 92, 11, 63 with 27, and 8 and 15, 17, 67, and 22, 82, 38.
With a young player like Logan, how important is it for him to get that first goal out of the way for a season?
I think I was waiting on him, honestly. I think he was squeezing it and forcing it, and he can be his worst enemy when he do that, because I think when he uses speed and he's just using his creativity and his speed and his competitiveness, he's a hell of a player. When he get on his head, he can be his worst enemy. So I think that goal helped him, and I think he played really good, especially in the third. And in LA, he was flying out there.
How do you make sure you don't underestimate an opponent like San Jose tonight?
No, we don't have enough money in the bank account to do that. We need to take care of our own business and making sure we're ready to rock.
Who's coming out for Obi?
It's Donor.
Is he hurt?
No.
Coach, how important is it to come out with the same kind of urgency and desperation you guys play with against Los Angeles on Saturday?
It's like I just said. For us, we're a young team. It's us against us. Whatever, if it's Colorado or San Jose, us, we need to play our A game as often as we can. That's what it is. And look, San Jose played. They had veteran during the summer. They have a better team, and they're professional. They're proud athletes, and they want to get going. So I've been in their shoes. I know exactly what it is, and we surprised a lot of teams. So we don't want to be one of them.
How good was it to have Bjugstad back in the lineup? And does he have kind of an extra level of physicality?
Yeah, physicality, strength on puck, capable of playing under heavy pressure. Not the moment, but more the physicality of the game. So another centerman, another right-hand centerman. So that helped.
It's the National Hockey League, so obviously you're not always in control of the game. But what the object is to try to minimize the time you're not in control.
Yeah.
How does the coach contribute to that? How is your team doing in that area?
I think we haven't been perfect this year, but we were really good last game. I think even when LA took the lead by 1 or by 2, even if we were playing well, we didn't change the way we play. We didn't start to force it, and we stayed with it. We didn't open up the game, and we got a reward by getting back in the game twice. So I think at the end of the day, we did a good job in that sense. How we contribute to that is not changing our message or our attitude when adversity happens. And adversity will happen. There's no such thing than not having adversity for a 60-minute. It's impossible. It's the NHL. It's a game of mistake. So all of it, that's adversity. You face that every day. You look against Ottawa where the shot were 8-0 or something. Then they come down and they score. That's adversity, which we didn't manage well at the time. So I hope we grew and we learned from it. But having that said, I think we did good against LA.
Coach, talk about the leadership group. With Kells and Krauser and whatnot. Like how have they been able to keep the team afloat? Despite the fact you guys are in a slump right now.
I think they do a good job. I think our team. If you look the way we play against LA, we play a rock solid game. So it's not like if you look it's because okay, the result it's in the NHL. You need to get a result. I get that, but if you look how we play in the last 5-6 games, there's probably the game against Colorado where okay, we're not as good as we wanted, but we played Boston. We played really well, really hard in Anaheim, really good against Boston, really good against Ottawa, really good against LA. So it's not like we're not playing well. We play well. We just didn't get the result we wanted in those games. So that's mean our leader. They stay with it. They're consistent. They're competitive. They do their thing. We won't be perfect. That's okay. Colorado game did not like it, but that will happen. That will happen again. We won't be on a stretch of 73 good game in a row. We'll have some night where we're human. So that would just happen. We just don't want to happen today.